What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review, and for the last couple weeks we've been riding high. Now it's time to break our spirits with the CST-07X by KFC Toys, Justice Badbat. Now I got Justice Badbat here because, well, a friend of mine, Greg from Mercy, was selling it, and I decided I wasn't going to pay for the Takara Rat Bat, so this would be good enough. And he's a little bit on the disappointing side. Yeah, there's the story if you want to read it. Let's put that aside. And you'll notice I have two of them, because let's look at the back. This one is the one that arrived first, and what's he missing? I don't know. Let's look at the better one. Oh, his head is missing. Yes, so the first one I got, I transformed, and he's got no head. Wow. That's pretty poor quality control. That one of the major pieces of your figure is just flat out gone. But yeah, if anybody wants one that has no head and is willing to pay shipping, you know, first person to get them, and there will be an annotation if someone decides to pick them up saying he's no longer available. But I've got one with no head if for some reason you want it. So let's look at the one that has a head here. And as you can see, he is a poorly detailed cassette. We have a little bit of black here, but compare that to something like the standard cassette here, and you can see there's a lot to be desired. Now he is a dark blue, he's not purple, so you know, I knew that going in, but just be prepared that he's not terribly Rat Bat colors here. Transforming this guy is a breeze. We take these, we flip them open. Hey, look what it is, it's his head. Flip his head around to the other side here, and you can kind of drop it down if you want it down or up or wherever you want to do. I kind of see Rat Bat having that little bit of a hunched head. And then you come to these things, and they are utterly impossible to pull out. We got one. And number two is just not gonna come. So that's when you need something like a mechanical pencil or something. Maybe. Alright, that's not gonna work because we need something very pointed to actually get this thing out. Well, let's see what we can do here. There we go. Out it comes. And we get his little tiny foot out here. Impossible. There should have been some kind of little tab to allow us to get that to pop out better. I don't know why they made it that way. So we take this here, and what you're going to do is we'll come back to the wings here, just kind of fold out this last piece, and you can see that opens that up. And then we're going to take these little gold pieces, kind of fold them all the way up, and then fold them forward like so to give him his little back weapons, which are admittedly don't look too terrible. And there we go, he's done. And we just kind of position his head, which is on a very nice ball joint, so if you want him in the flying pose, you certainly can do that. I do wish there was another joint here to kind of bend the tips, because you can only kind of do that with them, but that does look okay. Also, these could have used some kind of peg or something to peg these together. So when you want your Rat Bat to sit in his robot mode, you kind of have to sit him so he's sitting on the thrusters, because there is just no way that I see that these tiny little feet are going to hold him up unless maybe you, well, the wings only angle forward like so. If they angled the other way, maybe we could use them. I suppose you can kind of do that, which gives him the illusion of standing. But really, he's just kind of tilted back on his little weaponry here. Yeah. He's not horrible. He's just not amazing either. For a comparison here he is next to the Masterpiece Laserbeak. You can see a little bit wider, but overall about the same. This feels like a million times better though than this does. This is kind of underwhelming. So we'll take this and you know, every good Soundwave likes to put his bat on his arm, and you can kind of pull that off if you want to. There we go. That sort of works. His little feet actually kind of look like they will clip onto here. I've never tried this. Let's see if that is doable. Oh, that's so super scary because they're so small though. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Let's see, how about these side ridges here? Nope. I mean, like, physically, this thing, like, fits the ridges on it. But there's no way that I see that you're actually clipping this guy onto the ridges. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. I mean, they physically fit in there, but there's just no way to clip it. So your best thing you're able to do with this guy is going to be just to kind of sit him on his little thruster pack here, leave his little feet forward, and there we go. That's as close as you're getting to getting him to sit on Soundwave. I suspect he probably can fit in his chest, but I really don't want to try that. Even some of the Takara tapes get caught, so I really wouldn't want to try that too much. So yeah, this is T2RX6. I guess if you can get this guy at a cheap price, why not? If you need a rat bat, it's certainly cheaper than the Takara one, but that said, he's really nothing super duper special. I think if you've got the rest of the cassettes, you probably can go ahead and just forego this guy. He just feels terribly cheap, and if there's some QC issues that may keep you from getting his head and stuff like I had, yeah, I just can't recommend it. So, this is T2RX6. I'll see you guys next week.